Hey everyone, well, I've been waiting to pick this bottle up and I finally found it in one store by me. We're going to review Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch C924. Not the C923 from last year. That one I could never actually purchase. Was always a day late, $1 short. Was never able to purchase it, although I did have a sample of it, and it was absolutely fantastic. This is a year later. It is the C924. It is the September 2024 release of these barrel proof batches that come out 3 times a year. The A batch is January, which is the 1 in front. The B is the 5, and the C, this one, is September. This comes out 3 times a year, just like the Larceny has 3 batches a year, whereas the other Heaven Hill product, Bernheim barrel proofs, I believe, have 2 releases. So the deal with this C924 is as follows. This is 11 years exactly. 11 years, 0 months. It is 129 proof. And, of course, the company and distillery is Elijah Craig Distilling Company, Heaven Hill. And as I said, the release date was September 2024. It just took basically like around a month and a half for it to show up in the first and only liquor store that I saw. And this is ironically the one which probably would have these releases last. This time it actually had it first. Mash bill is the main Heaven Hill mash bill. 78% corn, 10% rye, 12% malted barley, relatively low rye in there. So basically this is I was expecting, based on the September and the C release last year, I know I'm not alone in this. A lot of people were expecting maybe they'd come out with some blast of, age and stuff. 11 years is certainly not a young bourbon by any stretch of the imagination. It's somewhere in between this year you had the A124 that was 10 years, 2 months, and the B524, 11 years, 2 months. I had the B524, I liked it. I really thought it was heavy notes and tobacco char, very rich. I did not purchase the A124. I just kind of thought it was a little bit light on the proof. I didn't bother. My favorite of all these was the B523, which I think was the first one when they got rid of the 12-year age statement. So those are the facts on this. I love these releases, absolutely love them. So let's get this in a glass and get started. Okay, so we have this poured up. That was a nice cork pop, but definitely solid cork pop. I love the Elijah Craig corks. I love the writing on them. I just always thought these were one of the classier corks around. Look at this color. This is some beautiful dark color. I'd love to put all these batches next to each other to compare, but this one is a beautiful dark color. Absolutely fantastic. 11 years straight. Let's give this a nose. Well, that is just that beautiful, rich smell. Now, probably a lot of these are going to be similar. I haven't kept many around. I think I may have a sample somewhere. I would love to put this against the 524. It's a beautiful. I'm getting oak char coming right out of the nose. It's not the ethanol, but if I had to say one thing, it's that oak and char from 11 years of aging. Let's give this a taste. Cheers. It's delicious. That's a really nice pour. Let's give this another one. There is some similarity in taste, also some similarity in age with the B524. I'm getting that heavy char, also a little notes of tobacco, and you get your vanilla and caramel, but I'm getting I don't know if you say that, or baking spices or any of that stuff, but it's very similar in my head because I don't have it next to me. I have to search. I may have saved a sample of the B524. To me, it tastes rather similar to the B524, which is not a bad thing by any means. There was just something about having not purchased the C923, only had a sample of it. There's no doubt that was the best of the barrel proofs that I've had. That being said, prior to that, the one right before it, the B523, to me, I think was better than any of the other ones. But that's just going out of my head. I don't have it next to me. But I will tell you, this tastes very similar to the B524, the last release in May, which is not a bad thing. Don't have the, I guess I never had the A124. I think that was a little lighter in proof. I kind of heard that. But, this is excellent. Now, the other thing is, the Wegmans by me, they have a lot of these private barrels. So instead of these batches from Elijah Craig, they have their own private barrels. 8, 9, 10 years. I never really purchased them because, I don't know, I kind of feel for the same price as this, they were only 8, 9, and 10 years old. I'd rather just get these batches, which are generally, the A124 was 10, but these are usually like 11 and up. I mean, they don't have the 12-year age statement, but same price, 11 years old, one of their official batches. Just for me personally, at that price point, I'd rather get that. But I know those private barrels are very, very good too. I've had them at the 94 proof point, but I haven't really purchased it. I think I might have had it once for the private barrels. But in any event, let's give this one more taste. This is another winner. Another winner from Elijah Craig, the batch C924. Now, I'd like to get my hands on the Larceny batch C924 and review that, and then do a comparison like I did with the B524. I have it in, it's one of my 3-pin videos. I did a blind comparison of the Elijah Craig batch 524, batch B524 against the Larceny batch B524, and the Elijah Craig B524 just ever so slightly edged it out, but those Larcenys are great too. These Heaven Hill, Elijah Craig, Larceny, and also the Bernheims, their batches are really just super. So it's another good one. If you find it, I would definitely recommend picking it up. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch C924. If you had the 524, the B524, I think the C924 is rather similar. It's only 2 months younger, very similar in age. So I think this is good. We'll see how it tastes as it opens up. Cheers. Take care. Thanks for watching.